Actually, Anthony, this is gummy bear osmosis. What happens is the gummy bears absorb the liquid. What causes that is the molecules in the water absorb into the gummy bear, which then makes the gummy bear expand. And I have examples. This one is 1 ounce, and this one is 4 ounce after sitting in liquid for a while.
So what I did was make fake fossils. I did this by cooking them, wrapping them in clay, and baking them, and then sulfamic acid. I did this to to kind of copy permanentization, which has water streaming minerals down into the bone and changing it, kind of like what the sulfamic acid did to these bones. And yeah, paleontology is cool.
Hello, my name is Kaylee. I'm in 12th grade. I'm 17 years old. This is my science project. The solar system mean is the planets orbiting around the sun. If the planets are farther away from the sun, it's colder. But when the planets are closer to the sun, it's hotter.
So you crush up the strawberries in the bag, and then you put in the solution, which is 2 teaspoons of the soap, 1/2 cup of syrup, and then 1 teaspoon salt. And you put that in like a few scoops in with it. You crush it up some more so that it can break away more of the DNA from the flesh. And then you strain it through cheesecloth or a coffee filter, and you put the cold rubbing alcohol, which will separate the DNA from the rest of the solution in the strawberry juice, which then forms at the top as stringy, transparent, like glass. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Tane Gallardo, and this is Lava Lamp Ecosystem Friendly. And how you make it is you use half vegetable oil and half water, several drops or as choice of your food dye, and put your elk sauce in. And this is what happens. As you notice, it starts bubbling for a little while with little bubbles, but as you wait longer, it gets bigger. If you look deeply inside, you can see it's like a cushion at the bottom. And yet again, this is eco-friendly, so you can make this at home, if you have the right materials.
Hi, this is Toby, and this is Ernie Animation.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
This type of animation was done for the first cartoons like Mickey Mouse or Waldo the Lucky Rabbit.
Okay, my name is Donovan. This is my spaceship and mover. This is the mover. This is the spaceship. This is the transport vehicle. Another one. That's it.
Hi, my name is Athena Partika. I will be am working on microscopic cells, brain cells. This is the brain cell wall. This is the hair follicle in 10 times magnification. This is the hair follicle in 100 times magnification. This is the brain cells in 10 times magnification.
This is my buoyancy project. You see, I use an ordinary toy and glue sticks and some popsicle sticks as a representation of a real boat. See, they were specifically designed to handle rough waters on here, like so. It's to make sure that sailors can go with ease around rough waters and making sure they can get their cargo there safe to other countries. As you can see, it works very good. And apparently, Well, there seems to be no trouble with this, so I'm hoping that this can get out someday. Yeah, to be used by real ships.
Today we're covering 4 strokes versus 2 strokes. My buddies Jesse and Nick helped us. So yeah, we'll pass it on to Jesse.
We're covering the 2-stroke and 4-stroke, as he said. Your general RPM for your 2-stroke engine would be something like, this one is 12,000, and your general 4-stroke engine, piston, which would be something more like this, revs to about 8,000 RPMs. And what I'm talking about when it comes to RPMs is rotations per minute, which is how many times your motor spins over in 1 minute. And as Mr. Seeley had helped us with, we actually have a bar graph down here to show. And if you come back up here, one of your biggest differences is going to be your reed valves versus your poppet valves. Your poppet valves was what makes it 4-stroke, and then the reed valves is, well, what makes it 2-stroke. But there's a lot of 2-strokes that don't have reed valves, like your weed whackers and chainsaws.
So today we're doing pancakes and sourdough for my 2 reactions. The first reaction is the pancakes, and today the reaction is the baking soda and baking powder with the buttermilk. And when you add more baking soda and baking powder to the mix and buttermilk, the buttermilk eats the gluten, which makes these really soft. And then when you rest this batter in the fridge, it solidifies the butter, so when the pancakes hit the griddle, they will puff up really big and be fluffy, like these that I have made earlier.
Alright.
Aren't those good? So my second reaction today is how you make sourdough bread. So this starter is basically a living being. When you mix the simple mixture of flour and water together, it creates this explosion, and the yeast goes inside it, and it starts to feed on the sugars in that flour, and it creates like this big poofy organism, and then you start feeding it, and it's more like an oatmeal consistency when you do so. And then when you bake it and stuff in the Dutch oven you have at home, here is that bread. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.